I'm just going to make a little bit of video accident update on this saw, but here's what happened. I accidentally stripped out a bar stud again, this time only at the front. But luckily I fixed it with a kit, got it all fixed, and it all looked good as new again. And I did start to sew up just a little bit to make sure it wouldn't leak any bar and chain oil. But I filled it all the way up to the top. But if you don't have a bar stud, all your bar oil will leak everywhere. And that's a waste of bar and chain oil. And that ain't good. And I do got a new neighbor. His name was Brian. And he is a very nice guy, but he did met my mom. And he does own gas-powered equipment too, which is a weed whacker and a lawnmower and a steel chainsaw, I believe, or Husqvarna. But I never met him yet before, but hopefully one day I'll never get to meet him. But I had my dog Marty outside with me, but he was running wild all over the place. And I had to yell at the dog and tell that dog to come home, but that's just kind of a little bit stupid. But you gotta keep this in mind. But my neighbor doesn't like any trespassers on his property, including my property. But he was nice to my mother. But I hadn't met him yet. But because if he ever hears somebody gone crazy and acting wild, or somebody being stupid, he would definitely call the police. But I'm not being disrespectful to you, Mr. Brian. If you're watching this, just let you know I hadn't met you yet. But I do like mowing my grass in the evenings, because I don't want to work in the heat because of heat strokes going on. We'll be heating up in 100-degree weather in the summertime, because I just like mowing in the weather. And cool weather in the evening times in the summertime. I was kind of hoping if you would understand. But unfortunately, I'm pretty sure he'll understand. But he doesn't care about what I do with my saws. I like running my chainsaws sometimes. Sometimes I like to run them for a little bit by sharpening their chains and take them out for a little test cut. But that's not a problem. He didn't have a problem with that, but he does own a chainsaw. But even that, he might probably get him a little skid steer loader sometime. But I'm not even sure. But anyways, I did fix up this saw, fix up its bar stud. Got it all gassed up and oiled up and make sure it wouldn't leak. But luckily it's not leaking any oil. But it is still a little dirty, but I did clean it up just a little. But even that, I'll just start it for a little bit. But I don't want to run it too much, because that'll be a waste of gasoline if I'm not using it. check the oil. Make sure it wasn't leaking. No, it's not leaking. It's still full of tank. That's sweet. But that's sweet. At least I don't have to worry about it. So, I'll go get a rag and we'll clean this puppy up and make sure it's ready. But I think I'm going to go out tonight and look at the Christmas lights. Get this baby all cleaned up. That way I had it repaired and make sure it's ready. That way if I'm ready to go cut some firewood. A little bit of crap over my shoes. We'll get them wiped. Got a 24-inch shield that it came with the other saw. And we'll slide that on there. So, the saw is completely clean. Got it all nice and clean, but it's still a little bit dirty. Not a biggie. Not a big deal. A little bit of dirt at the bottom. Got a little bit right there. But it always fired up real easy every time. only one pull, but sometime when it's hot, it'll start 2 pulls. It always does that. I'll get my scrunch tool and I'll show you how to adjust your chain. Now y'all can see it, see what I'm doing. But you gotta go easy on the bars, on the bar nuts, because if you over tighten them, it will strip out the bar nuts. If you over tighten them, it'll strip up your bar stud and it's not good. Then your saw is definitely junk. Then you're gonna have to be taking your time by fixing it. Just by fixing the saw without having to go to a repair shop to get them fix it. Just snug them on there tight. Just go like this. Don't over tighten it. When you feel it get tighter, stop and make sure the back one is tight. Till you feel it getting hard, stop. Just stop and leave it alone. And now it's tight. Hopefully Mr. Brian will definitely get his truck going. He's probably changing the oil on it or something. Now we'll make sure the chain is set, and we'll definitely use it. Perfect. Now it's not making that much noise because it'll worn out the rail on the bar because that'll mess it up. So that's how you want your saw to run correctly. Put your shield on when you're done. But that's just how it's going to be. But I had a Pull-On Pro carrying case I'm going to use for it. I'm going to have my Aunt Sheila to make me some decals called the Extreme Power decal for the case. When I get a parts saw extreme powered, I could switch out the original parts, 3 of these, and put it on it. And put it on this one after I switch out the screws. Save the motor with the ignition coil and muffler just in case if a muffler vibrates it out. And if the ignition coil goes bad, I got 2 ignition coils for it. including one for the red chainsaw when I get it from Walmart website, just in case. But anyways, that's the little accident I had on this chainsaw again. But I did fix it, but mistakes happen. So anyways, I want to wish you all Merry Christmas and Happy New Year's. And I'll see you next time one day when me and my dad get ready to cut firewood. After when I find a piece for a screw to tighten my GoPro on my helmet. I'll have a video of this fan when I'm using it. And I'll let my dad use the MS-250 chainsaw. But anyways, thank y'all for watching.